Guru Nation, welcome back. I wanted to make a quick, short video for you guys. We're always switching it up. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, share. If you don't know what to comment, put a robot emoji. It helps shatter the algorithms, helps me break through to the next level, through the stratosphere, to the moon. Okay, so got asked the question. Anybody can do this. 949-415-6256. You text me. The standard text messaging rates may apply. But today's question comes from somebody who says, "Hey, I have an interview coming up for a CRA, clinical research associate, and they're actually asking me a question beforehand. What do you do as a monitor if you discover a patient who's not supposed to be enrolled in the trial?" So one or many of the inclusion exclusion criteria are have been violated, right? This is actually a protocol deviation, a major protocol deviation. It's a GCP violation that immediately puts patient safety at risk, or could potentially put patient safety at risk. Even if it doesn't put patient safety at risk, the fact that there is a issue in the site process could put other patients at risk. This shows that the PI does not have oversight, or the staff doesn't have understanding of the protocol. At minimum, what must be done is immediate protocol retraining. IRB and sponsor need to be notified. This obviously going to go in your report. Training, like I mentioned. And I would highly recommend CAPA, corrective action, preventative action plan, that the site needs to do. CAPA is used in other industries as well. If you don't know what that is, I've done videos on it. Just search on my channel, CAPA, CAPA, corrective action, preventative action. As a CRA, you don't do the CAPA, the site does the CAPA. So that's what you're supposed to do as a CRA in this case. You're supposed to catch these things. You are hired as a CRA to catch these things. Also, immediately, what I would do, and this is a good answer to tell them, is to check all the other patients in the study. Whatever the issue was with the IE criteria, obviously focus on that to make sure there aren't other patients who are not supposed to be enrolled in the study. And also look at all the other inclusion exclusion criteria. Now, I guess before all this, really, you're supposed to confirm that it's actually correct. Like one of the inclusion exclusion criteria or many were not followed. Basically, the protocol is not being followed. You want to confirm that that actually happened and that's not a typo. So if whatever the exclusion or inclusion criteria was, and the site checked like the wrong box, but they randomized the patient anyways, you as a CRA need to make sure that first of all, that wasn't a typo. So you need to confirm that yes, indeed, it was an inclusion exclusion criteria issue. And then you do all the things I mentioned, the cascade of events to follow. It's a serious thing, it's a major issue, but that's why they pay you the big bucks to find these things. This is a very important role of a CRA. Why? Many times, these inclusion exclusion criteria, the way they're designed, is for efficacy, but other times it's also for safety. Most of the time, it's a little bit of both. So it doesn't even matter if it's efficacy or a safety issue. I see this as a safety issue for patient, um, and sponsor may see it the same. Now, as a CRA, you want to go the most conservative route you can go, and then let the sponsor know, okay, this is not IRB reportable because it was not a patient safety issue. They might say that. Every sponsor is different. At the end of the day, it's their study. But you, as a CRA, your job is to report it. If I see an inclusion exclusion criteria violation, that's immediate to me. GCP violation and protocol deviation, that it does affect patient safety. And so that's the cascade of events to follow. Again, to summarize, is immediate retraining, immediately looking at the other patients, immediately reporting to the IRB. The site needs to do this. Report to the IRB, report to the sponsor, preferably that day. Obviously, talk to the PI and the coordinator about it. And finally, if it's dangerous for the patient to be taking this medication, the investigational product, this should probably be number one. The patient may need to be told to contacted and told to immediately stop taking the investigational product. This is for the PI to determine immediately. That's the PI's responsibility, is to ensure patient safety of the study. So that might be number one, is finding out from the PI or the coordinator, or if they're not available, you finding out as a CRA what's the exclusion? Is it actually dangerous for the patient to be taking this medication that they've been randomized to? Maybe contact your medical monitor right away, because it might be an immediate need for the patient to stop taking the medication. And then all the other stuff I mentioned. So hopefully that's clear. Hopefully that helps. Go knock it out of the park. They should be happy with your answer. Let me know if I missed anything. Guru Nation, let's help this person out. Thanks again. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, and leave robot emojis. Bye bye.